So semifinalists for 3 list. I know we asked you last week if you expected to be the nation's leader in sacks, but did you expect these types of awards to start come rolling around?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really look into the awards, so to hear about them and see what it's for is definitely great to add to the resume.
J.C. Perez called you the best defensive player in the country. Has he said that to you yet?
Nah, he hasn't. That's definitely a surprise coming from you. But that's definitely good to hear. It's great to hear, actually, because like you said, I mean, he's our coach, so he don't really want to hype us up that much for, to even fix his mouth to say that. So that's definitely big.
Not only that, but he seems like a guy that maybe it's tough to get that kind of praise.
Yeah,
most
most
definitely.
definitely.
Wants to make you better.
Yeah, exactly. So
more?
it definitely means a lot to hear you say that coming from him. That's great.
When you go back to your time in Florida and coming here, I mean, JC pointed this out. You had 4 sacks at that point.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
I mean, you look at the stat line and you go, man, this is a slam dunk.
Yeah.
This is going to work out. Did you feel like it would work out this well?
Yeah, I'll say that. Yeah, for sure. Because for the most part, we talking with Coach Price when I first came in. These were the goals that we set for coming here. It was definitely to be one of the greats.
Now, Coach Price mentioned you got to get to 10 sacks in order to come talk to him. Have you been able to talk to him since you got to 10 sacks? What are those conversations like?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, a lot of jokes there, being able to say I got to 10 with him and stuff like that. But, it's not really too much, too much crazy, because I got 13 right now. So, it's really just keep going. Last 2 games, you got to finish strong.
What's been your motivation?
I mean, pretty much, of course, playing for Virginia Tech, being able to go out there with those guys that's in that locker room right now definitely motivates me. Of course, my family. I got a big family, so this will help me help them. So,
did you feel a little slighted that Tech didn't recruit you harder when you were in high school?
Not really. Tech recruited me pretty hard because they were definitely in my top schools as far as making a decision. I felt like they did really all they could to come to get me.
I think you're tied for the National League right now.
Yep.
You want it all by yourself?
Oh, most
bad?
definitely. Yeah, I definitely want it by myself bad. They got another guy at Marshall right now that I'm tied with. Of course he's working, but I'm trying to get that top spot.
When you look at how you came into this season, I'm sure you had goals and areas you wanted to improve. But how do you feel like you're a better pass rusher and player this year?
I feel like based off of my counter moves, I don't stay blocked for long. And I think that definitely helps me with them, not only just the pass rush, but like the whole game as a defense. Being able to rush the quarterback consistently is definitely a part of it.
We've noticed you sort of stand up sometimes. You're moving inside and kind of, I guess, JC called it playing Where's Waldo. Like they don't want you to line up a key on you where you are. Do you feel like that's a side of your game that you could show up as a stand-up pass rusher?
Oh, yeah.
If you have to play, outside linebacker at the next level.
Yeah, me personally, I don't think it matters whether they want me to play outside linebacker or defensive end. I feel pretty good at both. Like you said, of course, I stand up, so that's only half the battle for the most part as far as the outside linebacker.
Yeah. Have there been any tackles this year that you've gone up against? You're like, man, I can see them at the next level and really hone your skill that way.
I'll probably say. I mean, we played a pretty good few group of guys. I'll probably say the guy from Miami, number 61. I don't really know his name, but yeah, he's definitely a good player, solid dude.
JC telling us, you talked to Bruce Smith quite a bit. What's your relationship like with him, and how has he helped you in terms of becoming better?
Being from the same area is definitely helpful a lot because it means a lot more, and being able to get that type of information from Bruce is definitely next level because not only is he from where I'm from, but he's the best. Period. As far as sacking the quarterback, so getting all the jewels and stuff from him is definitely great.
Do you remember your first encounter with him?
Yes, actually, and it's pretty wild because I don't even think he remembers this. My big brother worked at a car wash that's like literally right under his building where he works at in Norfolk. I don't know, actually, I think it's in Virginia Beach.
Okay.
So, I ended up seeing him one time because I pulled up to my brother just to chill with him and stuff, and he ended up coming in with his car and stuff, and they was like, what that is, but I knew, it was Bruce Smith, but, being able to go in there, they actually told him who I was, but he didn't know me at the time. I was just a recruit. So, from then, you know, he even told me pretty much the same thing that he told me when I was here, you know, as far as like moves, the get-offs and all that. And, you know, it kind of like, I already knew because he had already told me, so it was like it kind of came back full circle, being able to actually see him from not knowing him at all to him coming up to me before the games like, you know, let's go.
So how old were you?
I want to say I was a junior. I was a junior. That was my junior year, so I was about 16.
And you're just like cool going up to him, or you're not awestruck?
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
the guy walks around with like a robe that says Santa.
No, it was definitely, I didn't really know how to act really, man, because it's like, you know, it's kind of crazy seeing a guy in the helmet and stuff, and, you know, actually seeing him, it's like, wow, like, that's big. Like, it's kind of, you know, it's kind of mind-blowing.
So is the advice that he's given you over the years like evolved? I mean,
Oh.
is he giving you more stuff now?
I don't, he definitely has gave me, like, you know, as far as, like, mental aspects, as far as, like, you know, keep rushing, not wasting reps as far as, like, pass rushing. But, you know, what he told me as far as moves, I mean, it works like a charm, you know. You know, he taught me that from the beginning. So, you know, I've really been trying to hone in on that.
Yeah, we talked to you last year. Corey Moore was at the Louisville game. I think he was also here earlier this year. Have you had a chance to talk to him and him be able to impart some knowledge?
Yeah, I talked with him a little bit. As far as, like, you know, talking football, we didn't really talk as much, but because I didn't really see him that much. But, you know, as far as, like, talking as a whole, you know, like you said, before that Louisville game, we got a chance to talk. You know, he was just like, how you like my game and stuff. And, you know, really just, you know, keep working. And, you know, of course, talking with the D lineman, you know, we're going to always talk about get-off. So, you know, like you said, you know, one of the most important things is that get-off.